Hey guys, it's Jared, the bow tie guy with Caldwell Banker Alfonso Realty here at Tuscan Villas in Gulfport, Mississippi. As you can see, this pool is amazing. I'm regretting I didn't bring my swim trunks. But I'm going to show you guys a great condo this here, and Catherine Riemann with Supreme Lending is going to be helping me show you guys how to cook an amazing shrimp dish. So stay tuned for a taste of real estate.
Taste of Real Estate is brought to you by Savage Skillet and Catherine Riemann, Senior Loan Officer at Supreme Lending.
Allow me to show you something.
All right guys, now we're here in the kitchen in this phenomenal condo. I got my good friend here, Catherine Riemann. She's with Supreme Lending, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself real quick before we get started cooking.
Well, I'm Catherine Riemann, I'm with Supreme Lending. I've been in the mortgage business for 20 years. I love working with every kind of buyer, first time, move up, VA, FHA, USDA, you name it.
So pretty much any buyer looking to buy something, you got it handled, right?
Anyone who wants a house, I got you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are we cooking today,
We
Catherine?
are cooking something that, I was thinking this morning, I've been cooking this since probably before you were born.
Oh, come on now.
I'm not kidding. I mean, I think the first time I made this was in 1984. When were you born?
I'm not going to say.
Okay. Did I beat you? Have I been
Yeah, a
cooking
little
this
bit.
long?
You beat me by a little bit, but it's all right.
And it's really good.
Okay.
It's something, I think originally it came out of a Southern Living magazine, and I don't know what the name of it was. In my family, it's been modified over the years, and we call it shrimp mo, because it's got shrimp in it, and you always want mo.
Huh, shrimp mo.
Shrimp mo.
Let's get it going.
It's an appetizer, and I've had people say that they ate it like as a salad or an entree. Oh. I don't know. I'll let you judge. But
all it is,
delicious.
you just want mo of it, right?
Delicious, you do. Every time I've ever taken this to a party, anytime in my whole past, how long has that been? 35 years. Everyone asks for the recipe.
Nice.
So here we go.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to start with shrimp.
Our fresh Gulf shrimp.
Our fresh Gulf shrimp. And you can cheat. I cheat on this a lot. I'm doing it the real way now because we're on, we're doing a video. But a lot of times I buy already boiled shrimp. But this is about 1.5 pounds of heads-on shrimp. Now, what you really want is about 1 pound of meat. So, start with 1.5 pounds if the heads are on, because that takes about a half pound out. And I'm just gonna put it in that boiling water. I had some, a little bit of olive oil in there and a lot of crab boil. You don't have to worry about having these exactly seasoned right, because we're gonna do a bunch of other stuff to it.
Cool.
But I'm just gonna put them in there and bring them back to a boil and boil them for maybe a minute, and then we'll cool them down and you can peel them.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. And that's one of the great things about the house too, is the gas range. It's so easy to control the temperature, and you can bring that to a boil quick. And then if you need to get the heat down, you just turn it down. It's just way better than like your normal electric stove.
And I put that water on, and it was boiling in
Almost
no time.
immediately. I mean,
It was
crazy.
It was. It's a gorgeous stove. It's a GE monogram. It's beautiful. It looks like it has a griddle.
Oh, it does. It absolutely
Yep.
does.
So, extra cool thing about that. Now, over here, I'm gonna let you.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna chop these vegetables.
Okay.
This is gonna go on the top of our shrimp mo.
Okay.
So I just want you to
Show me how you want it.
just sort of
Just getting the ends off, right? And then we're
a little
gonna
bit
dice
of
it up.
little bit of the tops too, but just kind of
Just dice
like
it up.
that. Yeah, just dice it up. And I am going to.
So while you work on that, I'll work on this.
You're gonna work on that. So I'm gonna do something really important that you don't want to ever forget to do when you're making this dish. I used to do it in a pretty mold, or at Christmas time I'd do a Christmas tree. 35 years, I'm past that. So what I do is, hopefully everyone has one of these in their house, I put it in a bundt pan. But this is a very important hack. I line the bundt pan with saran wrap, because if you don't, you'll never get this thing out of there. It sticks like crazy. So there's no real science to this, as long as you kind of get the saran wrap in the bottom. And this is going to be a 4-layer thing. So, our first layer is going to be mozzarella cheese. And that's going to be on the top because we're going to turn it upside down. On this, I used to grate the cheese myself. I don't anymore. I buy this fancy shredded. And you just want to put kind of a nice layer of that in the bottom. I'm going to check these shrimp real fast. Okay, we're going to check the shrimp, and they are done. So, hello, happy little shrimp. So we're going to drain them over here. It's a shrimp facial. Just kind of opens the pores and makes your skin smell
Also open the
like
sinuses.
seafood. Yeah. So, and normally they tell me when they do this show they always forget something. So I've forgotten a couple of things. One, there's no ice. I would usually put ice on here to make them stop cooking, but I'm just going to put some cold water on them now.
Now, how do you want the tomatoes?
I want them. This is how I do them. I always get these Roma tomatoes because I think they're easy to slice. And this is what I do, being somewhat lazy in the kitchen. I do that. And then,
That's a good trick to know right there.
well, you know, I've been doing this a while.
Oh, only a few years.
And then all you have to really do is the bottom. And they're already kind of cubed up for you.
Awesome.
So,
Well, I'll work on the
There you go.
tomatoes now.
okay, work on the tomatoes. And I am going to peel these pretty shrimp. We're going to, now we're going to do, and this is probably a terrible thing, a lot of people go, I can't believe you do that. We're going to chop up the shrimp.
Well, before you do that, I gotta try
I am
one.
going to get you for that.
Well, it'll be all right.
I mean, if this is
It's really good.
if this is a little light on the shrimp, it's your fault.
Wow.
I will not forget
It
that.
tastes great.
Okay, can you do this?
Sure.
And I'm going to do something else right here. So, as I
So you
said,
can keep an eye on me, I guess?
yeah, don't eat any more of those shrimp. I mean it. I'll get you. This is, my hands are wet with shrimp juice. As I said, this is a 4-layer, it's actually a 5-layer thing, but so this is, I'm gonna make the bottom layer, which is the base that the whole thing will sit on. That is an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. We're gonna do 2 of those. We're gonna put in here, we're gonna sprinkle a bunch of garlic powder. I wish I could tell you how much, but that much.
About that much?
About that much. This I did measure. We're gonna put 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce.
The word that nobody knows how to say, right?
Worcestershire. And we're gonna put 1 tablespoon of Tabasco sauce. Come on, new Tabasco. And now, we're gonna go down here and hopefully not make a huge mess. We're gonna mix all this together with a hand mixer. This is about the consistency that you want it. Sort of like a thick cake batter. Okay, now we're gonna start assembling this thing. Did I bring a spoon? Okay, layer 2 of our
Right.
shrimp
Put the shrimp
mo
in
is
there?
gonna be the shrimp.
All right.
So, you know, hopefully there's enough in here since
Well, I didn't need too much.
you nibbled. So see, that's a pretty good layer, and you want them kind of coarsely cut like this because we're going to eat these with a cracker. So you want every bite to have a good chunk of shrimp in it.
Looks good to me.
Okay, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, the third layer is cocktail sauce. And I like to use Louisiana cocktail sauce, but you can use Heinz, you can use anything you want. Just look for a jar at the grocery store.
All right, so we're just pouring this right on?
Yep, I'm pouring it over the top. If only I had a spoon.
Like this spoon?
That spoon, that's
There you
the spoon. Okay, so we're gonna kind of spread around this cocktail sauce on top of the chopped up shrimp.
I mean, it already looks good.
Well, you want a spoon? Now this, don't be afraid of this. We have to put this on the top. And it seems kind of weird. It seems like it might, I don't know, get squishy on top of that cocktail sauce, but it really doesn't.
Cool. Well, Catherine, since we're here at the condo and everything, what type of lending options would you have as a lender for, a condo unit like this?
You know what? We lend on condos. At Supreme, we lend on condos all the time. Not every lender does, but we do.
So it's kind of a special program that you guys have?
It's really not. It's we have a relationship with Fannie Mae, so we get the whole project approved. There are some criteria, but this Tuscan Villas absolutely, positively qualifies every time. We want to ensure that the majority of the units are owner-occupied.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
That's one great thing about being here at Tuscan Villas is it's not a bunch of short-term rentals.
They're not.
These are homeowners.
These are homeowners, and that's really what Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac wants to see.
Right.
Is they want to see homeowners, not necessarily a lot of investment vacationers.
Gotcha.
So, okay.
Well, that looks
Now,
amazing already.
It does look amazing. Well, it's going to look more amazing.
All right.
Because here's the bad part. You have to wait. You have to put it in the refrigerator for like 12 hours for that softened cream cheese to harden back up again. It's going to
Okay.
take a little while for it to harden up.
Well, why don't we let them go check out the rest of the condo, and then we can get this finished up, and then we'll go from there.
Great idea.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Catherine Riemann. I'm a senior loan officer at Supreme Lending in downtown Gulfport. I've been in the mortgage business for almost 20 years. I feel like The way I do business is sort of a hand-holding experience for my customers. Any questions, any concerns, I'm available 24/7. Of course, I'm familiar with all of the guidelines and all of the product knowledge that you need to figure out the best loan for you. But more than that, I'm going to make sure that every question is answered and every concern that you have is addressed. I want you to be completely comfortable and aware of every step of this process so that when you get to closing, it's all smiles.
Savage Skillet is a full-service catering company servicing weddings, corporate events, and parties. They also offer tastings, pairings, meal preparation, and personal chef experiences. Anything from picnic baskets for two to locally delivered office lunches. Savage Skillet does their best to meet your budget as well as your event needs. So for your next event or meal, choose Savage Skillet. Give them a call at 222-7362 or visit their website at savageskillet.com.
All right, guys, well, welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed looking at the condo. As you can see, this kitchen has got so much room in here to cook. Catherine's finishing up right now. So we're just taking all the vegetables that we had chopped up, putting them into a bowl. I guess we're just gonna mix all that up. Is this going on top?
It is.
Man, I'm a smart guy.
Jared did a great job. Remember, this was green onion, tomato, Roma tomatoes, and green pepper. And usually it's about 2 bunches of green onions, maybe 3 Roma tomatoes, and 1 green pepper. And you can mix this up the night before as well and put it in a baggie or something and let those flavors kind of marry and blend up. But if not, you can do them day of.
All right, so
now,
basically after you let it sit for what, 12 hours or so?
Yeah,
So,
12 hours. Now, luckily for y'all, I made one last night so we can see what it looks like. Now, this is where all this saran wrap comes in handy. So we're just gonna do this, take that off,
wow.
peel this off of your shrimp mo.
I'll take that. You got it?
Okay, and we're gonna put some veggies on the top. This is really a great dish to make at Christmas time because it's red and green.
No, it absolutely is.
But
it looks like it's also a great summertime dish.
It really
just for
is.
being out by the pool or something, hanging out, which is something that a lot of the people do here at Tuscan Villas.
Yep.
Go hang out by the pool. This would be one of those great meals to bring out there. It's light and good for you and tastes great too.
Truth be told, I have made this very dish for a party at Tuscan Villas.
Awesome.
I know. So, look how pretty it is. Now I'm gonna get Jared to taste it.
All right, well, this is my favorite part.
I like wheat thins with it. And if you have a big enough plate, you can sort of scatter them around the edge. All right, Jared.
All right, Kat, I'm
give it-
excited. I'm excited to taste this.
You're gonna love this, I tell you.
You did a great job.
How good is that?
That's awesome. Hey, let's go check out the pool.
Okay.
I just love this out here, Kat. The pool is awesome.
Beautiful.
I
Gorgeous.
just wish that I would have brought my swim trunks so I could go some swimming. I mean, it's
Why wait?
What was that for?
You ate my shrimp. Oh. I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. What was that for? You ate my shrimp. Thanks for watching Taste of Real Estate, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. For the complete recipe, please visit wgud-tv.com. For more information about the home seen on this episode, call 228-860-1247 or 228-287-1000.